Hi guys, welcome back to our episode on using bands on your horse. It's Cassidy and Tina, your in-hand team, and we're going to start working on our hind leg now. As we've said in all our episodes, we need to make sure your horse is as square as possible on a firm, flat surface. Now this is an interesting barn because here we have some mats for them to stand on and some floor. And if you can believe it, we do not want her to be half on one and half on another. We really want to make sure that we have the symmetry from side to side, and that we have her standing equally from side to side. So if you're in a situation like this at your own barn, make sure that you're either all the way on the mats or all the way off the mats, just to be sure that you've got that balance. Now we're going to start with the hind leg. Now horses' hind legs can be a little touchier than their front leg. So just really ensure that when you are working your horse, that your horse is comfortable with these bands like we talked about in episode 1. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing we did on the front leg. We're going to place that band on that fat muscle on that gaskin there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our longitudinal plane. So we're just going to pull straight back and straight forward to start with, especially when you're training your horse to do this. So here I am pulling back and forward and back and forward. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see how much she's using her oblique. She's using her pectorals. She's using the entire lateral surface of her hind leg, as well as through the flexors and extensors of the leg itself. So here I am back and forward. Okay, and that one was maybe a little bit too much because she had to take a step. So we always watch that when we're working them, and make sure that we're working with what the horse is able to do. Making sure she's standing with all fours. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I know my back will be to you, but we are going to go ahead and go forward here. The reason why the camera's going to stay there is because we really want you to watch what's happening in the entire body. Now going forward on the hind leg's a little bit harder because you do have to make sure that you are in the plane of the front leg. So your arms are going to be a bit more under the horse, which is also why we wanted that camera angle like this, so you guys can see how to do this properly. I'm going to pull forward and let go and pull forward. Oh, too much. And let go. Okay. And pull forward. Nice. Good girl. And let go. Okay, so that's going to be our cranial longitudinal plane there. Then, just like we did with the front leg, we're going to go ahead and go lateral. Now, like we talked about with the front leg, it is imperative that if you have a veterinary condition in the hind leg, that you clear this with your veterinarian and speak to your body worker to ensure that this exercise is not contraindicated. Okay, and here I am going to go straight to the side. Pull and let go. Nice. And pull and let go. And pull and let go. And you can really see, I'm hoping the camera is catching it really well, but you can see how hard the stifle is working. And remember, when I'm pulling this way, the lateral stabilizers on the other side are having to work, as well as the core tissue through the SI joint and the low back. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this type of exercise. Now we're going to go ahead on that same oblique angle. I'm going to stand at a 45 degree from the horse's leg. Just make sure she's comfortable here and standing. Sorry, bud, you can't rest right now. Okay, and here's my oblique angle, and I'm going to lean in and pull and let go. Oh, might have chose a little too much there, or maybe she's just resting. Okay, I'm going to do less this time just to see if that helps her. And let go. Can you guys see how much all the oblique and the stifle is working? Nice. Good girl. And let go. Okay, and then the cranial oblique angle here. Making sure that this band is flat on her skin so that I'm not creating a pressure point. And pull and let go. Nice, good girl. Look at that stifle have to work. Brilliant. And one more. Now, the one thing I want to point out to you guys as you're doing this exercise, do you see that I'm using my entire body to be able to get the band to work? That I'm using my whole weight and I'm not just pulling with my arm, okay? That's really important because if I'm using my weight to pull, I can control that much better than I can if my arm fatigues and then I let go quickly. Remember, whenever you're doing a stability type exercise, it's critical that you are training the horse to have the trust in the exercise that they can continue on with that exercise. If they feel like every time they have to brace against that you let them go quick and they have to catch themselves, very quickly they'll become resentful of the exercise, or they'll be bracing their body so much that actually you won't get the full body workout that you're wanting to get and the value that you're wanting to get from this type of exercise. So it's really critical that you are giving the horse the stability and the things that it needs to succeed in the exercise itself. Our next part of this series is going to be working on the horse's body itself. So we look forward to seeing you in that episode. Thanks so much from Cassidy and myself, Tina, for joining the Inhand team today to talk about using bands to strengthen your horse. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on our social media channels. Or if you'd like to see this series in full, it will be on our YouTube channel, as well as our online teaching platform, which is inhandequinetherapy.podia.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, bye for now.